We have an email query by Poona Das. She wants us to help her decide between Gurgaon, Noida and Faridabad. Her budget is 70 to 80 lakhs. She wants a location with metro connectivity. She also wants her opinion on a Sikka group project in sector 143, Noida. So with her budget, Gurgaon obviously gets ruled out, and Faridabad compared to Noida is a better option.
So yeah, like you rightly said, yes, Gurgaon in a 70 to 80 lakh budget, I won't say ruled out, but I think the better options will be available in Noida. Faridabad also is secondary to Noida in terms of this price budget, and Noida has been doing extremely well in this price bracket. As such, the developer that you've shortlisted, Sikka Group, is also a decent developer, has done several small projects. Both the projects that he has in the same complex, which is Kamna Greens and Karnam Greens, both of them have got approval from a host of nationalized banks, and the sector has connectivity through metro expansion as well as the Noida-Faridabad road. As far as recommendations are concerned, we've got one more shortlisted project for you, but I'll come to the key data points of Noida Expressway first. If you were to look at the total project, 41,778 units is the supply. Supply is a lot, but if you look at the availability, is not that much, 6513 units only. This is with respect to sectors 70 to 79 and 113 to 121. 20 is the inventory overhang, which is also below the danger zone. The weighted average price has crept up to 4,553 rupees a square feet. And if you were to look at the price appreciation trends over here, they've also been pretty reasonable, 26% over the last 2.5 years, considering the number of supply that is coming out, or 10.2 on an annualized basis. So as I mentioned, Karnam Greens you can go ahead with. This is sector 143B, 4385 rupees a square feet is the price. 2015 is the completion year and it's available from the developer. Kamna Greens by Sikka Group is sector 143. This is ranging from 4270 to 4585 rupees a square feet. Again, this is project getting completed in 2015, available from the developer. The last project that we would recommend is Inspire by Eldeco Infrastructure, sector 119. 4050 rupees a square feet is the price. 2016 is the completion year. This is available from the developer. The Eldeco project actually benefits in a few ways. A, it comprises of 2 towers launched by Eldeco Infrastructure on 17 acres land parcel, which already houses Amantra and Magnolia Park. Amantra is already partly delivered, and sector 1139 has got better metro connectivity. It will get to the metro connectivity much faster, and these are the reasons why we feel that you may want to look at this project as well.
Okay. So Poona, between the 3 suburbs of Delhi, go for Noida. Sector 70 to 121 along the Noida Expressway is what we recommend. The metro network is going to expand in Noida faster than in Gurgaon. There is also the FNG Expressway connecting Noida and Ghaziabad, and the projects that Samir recommended by Eldeco Inspire is something you can also look at. Now, when it comes to real estate, hell hath no fury like a home buyer made to wait. Unhappy customers are now rallying together on social networking sites to get back at their developers. Builders with delayed projects are now being forced to hire online reputation managers to damage control. Arjun Chaudhary with this report.
Are you a home buyer whose housewarming plans have been delayed by 2 years? And if your errant developer is the cause for the delay, where else to vent but on social media? Social networks today have become an ideal platform for irate consumers to get back at developers. And realizing the danger of leaving their issues unaddressed, developers are now hiring external agencies or setting up in-house teams to defend their repute.
A negative perception on these media is generating an impact on the brand reputation and hence business from a marketing standpoint, and which is why companies do not have now a choice but to be there and protect their reputation.
Online reputation managers are much in demand, even as disgruntled home buyers spit venom on Facebook and Twitter. Tata Housing recently hired Social Wavelength to leverage the digital media to be more accessible to consumers across India. Companies like Lodha, Unitech and Supertech are also engaging with their existing and potential customers through dedicated Facebook pages. These companies are spending anywhere close to 25 lakh to 1 crore annually to undertake online reputation management. But does it help developers combat the threat to their survival?
Their philosophy is always that they do not like excuses. So they sympathize, their viewpoint may culminate into anti-incumbency, but does it give me comfort? Well, to great extent, no.
Experts also believe that the trend is here to stay, as it will play a crucial role in creating brand loyalty amongst existing customers, which may also open the doors for future investments.
Requirement of the day is to communicate it to the buyers where they are going wrong, where the developers are facing problem or falling shortfalls in terms of delivery perceptions, etc. So social media obviously is one tool in their hand.
As realty firms continue roping in online reputation managers to defend their status, what one needs to focus here is, it is not just about flagging out negative views about a particular brand. It is more about addressing them in the best possible way, making customers felt that they are being heard.
Next, we have an email query from Harinder Garga. He is an NRI from Singapore. He has an apartment in Parkview City 2 on Sona Road in Gurgaon. He now wants to buy a golf course property, and he has set his sights on Calypso Court in JP Wishtown in Noida. He plans to return to India in 4 years, and he wants to work close to Noida. So he's wondering, should he sell his Sona Road property and pump in that money in the JP Wishtown property? Should he make the switch given all the delivery delays JP Wishtown has seen?
Yeah, but there are a lot of facts that need to be shared with you before you come to the final recommendation over here. As far as Sona Road is concerned, it's seen a much better price appreciation over the last 2.5 years. It's been a 15% CAGR, whereas a compounded annual growth rate, whereas the Calypso Court has seen only 6.2% compounded annual growth rate over the last 2.5 years. That's also with respect to a lot of supply coming in JP Wishtown. Although this is a golf course property, and golf course properties do exceedingly well, we've seen that in Gurgaon, but over here there's a large amount of supply even in golf course properties that is going to be coming up. Since you want it for end use, definitely living inside a golf course property would be much more advisable. It's a much better quality of life, but we would recommend that you make a switch a little later than earlier, as and when the property comes near completion. Your Sona Road property should continue to do well. Parkview City Spa also enjoys a good rental return, and it's been developed by a good developer. I'll share some key data points of Noida with you. This is with respect to Noida Expressway 1, 44 sector to 45, 94 to 131, 16 projects, 5187 units. This is the luxury segment. Inventory overhang is 12 months. The total supply in Gurgaon, if you were to compare it with respect to Sona Road, is only 9 projects. Supply is 6,011 units, and there's hardly any availability, 6 units only. The weighted average price of the Noida market is 6192 rupees a square feet, whereas JP's Calypso Court is at a little higher price, but that's understandable. It's inside the golf course. And if you look at the weighted average price on Sona Road, it's 8344 rupees a square feet. This is the weighted average price as such. The price appreciation trends with respect to Noida have been 37% or 14.8% on a compounded annualized basis, whereas Gurgaon have been static, a phenomenal 54% or 21.6% on a compounded annualized basis. So we've seen that Gurgaon is right now also appreciating much faster than Noida. So continue to hold on to your project in property in Gurgaon and sell it as and when you're returning, and then make the switch.
Okay. So Harinder, prices in the JP Wishtown projects are not expected to rise that much given the huge supply of under construction properties there. Your current property has grown very well in comparison, and it can go further according to Samir. So we recommend that you hold on to the Sona property, and maybe when you come back to India, maybe then make that switch.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for retina display. Full screen view. Faster response time. And Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.